Is that better?
Can you hear us?
I think they can. Sorry about that.
Well,
hey everybody, welcome to TFT.
Tarot for today. The Shadow Show. Up, she's gone.
The Quiet Shadow Show.
Oh my goodness. Well, so it's just me and Banshee and Mr. O. No cat right now. We'll see what happens as the show goes on.
This did not work out as planned. I wanted her to kind of show off a little bit by jumping up.
And she took everything out.
And she took everything out, but also my commentary was not heard.
Well, all right. I'm going to be pulling a card for the collective from the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Happy Hour.
All right. Shadow's been a little mischievous this morning.
And of course, on cue,
Oh, yeah,
else
I see an orange
shows up. Come
one
on.
is coming.
Hey, you.
Oh,
Come on.
boy. Be ready for a dive bomb.
I know, I'd rather get it over with, right?
I know. Well, we have the Seven of Water, which is the Seven of Cups. Let's see what we have. Air, fire, water. Let's see. So, that is all about imagination, fantasy, artistic endeavors, co-creative abilities unleashed. Now is the time to tune into the infinite possibilities that exist and begin to play with them. Everything begins in the world of the imagination, and I seize the opportunity to dream. I allow my intuition and desire to, to blend in an alchemical way, forming something new. Castles in the air can become castles on the ground when I release rigidity, bend the rules, and remain flexible and open. Limitations and boundaries give way to manifestation. Spirit never doubts the power of possibility, and neither should you.
And I like that, castles in the sky. Maybe the Seven of Cups does kind of represent an idea that there is so much vastness there, but therefore one needs to respect that and or understand that that may not be, for you to decide, or maybe it is. It's inside of you.
Options, possibilities, the sky's the limit, Where do you want to take yourself? What do you want to see yourself doing? What creative endeavors really call to you right now? Where can you best use your imagination? What should you focus on? But this is the time not to limit yourself. This is the time to explore all the possibilities.
Beautiful card.
Nice to have options.
All right.
All right. That's what we have for the collective. Well, at least Shadow's been gracing us at either at the beginning or end of shows lately. So
well,
that's
it's
something.
mostly Happy Hour. She seems to show up when I'm finishing the setup of Happy Hour, and she might linger a moment or two, but she doesn't stay very long. Sometimes it's because this one shows up.
True that.
Or she just knows her time is short as far as stage presence goes. But she's always welcome.
My coffee.
She's always welcome. Where's mine? I think I left it in the other room. And I did not make more. So,
this is nice and warm, Mr. O.
Well, you're welcome. Alrighty then. So,
let's move with the list. And we have Lena came in first, I believe. Yep. All right. Do you want to grab your the deck and shuffle first?
Okay, will do.
Oh, hi, Jackie. Good to see you.
Hi, Jackie.
Oh, my goodness. We had a happy surprise yesterday when Violet Lotus sent us Christmas gifts.
Yay!
Which will soon be seen.
Well, mine I want to use tomorrow on our regular show.
I want to use mine tomorrow.
You may. Oh, Well,
We're going to do an unboxing of mine.
yeah.
Well, of ours,
Right, 'cause we
he has a
both
copy
have
of that
one.
deck too.
And somehow I must have been waiting for this moment all my life.
I think it'll be cool to do an unboxing of it. So once we get that out tonight, maybe I can do that tomorrow and use my deck.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Kara. I'll have to check that out.
Ah. On a Twitter message. Okay, DM.
And the card for Lena. It's the Knight of Wands, Lena.
Hey, Knight of Wands, Lena. Nice card. It looks like things might be moving and shaking in your career sector, possibly. Business, maybe enterprise, maybe a new project or a new goal, personal goal. You know, we were just talking about exploring the possibilities out there. Maybe it's a time to apply some energy towards something you want to pursue. You know, whether this is a person, a relationship, or whether this is a goal of some sort, right, Mr. O?
It feels to me like, the horse in the background is sort of enticing you, the person. They're saying, follow me. I will lead you towards something that will unleash your goals, your spirit, your restless activity. When I see the Knight of Wands in this kind of card, I sort of feel like there's hi Shirley, that there's a sense of, I'm ready. I'm just poised. I'm ready. And so I think that the divine message here, Lena, is that follow your best instincts for good, for yourself, for optimizing all of your energies at this time.
It's a positive card, and it's interesting, after we drew that Seven of Cups for the collective, it's just really saying follow your passion right now, follow what's really calling to you, and move on it. Definitely move on it. I think that horse is, of course, there in the Knights to indicate movement.
A horse is a horse, of course.
Of course. We're dating ourselves again, Mr. O.
Thank you, Violet. Yes, it would be nice if everybody gets a chance to hit their like button for us. We would love that.
Oh, and before we get too deep into the show, I wanted to make an announcement. Am I right about this, Mr. O? Happy Hour will have a time change next week.
Yes, a week from today, which is the 13th, Happy Hour will be at 4 o'clock. It's occasionally switches time to 4 o'clock because I have a regular job that I work a few hours on Saturday morning. Sometimes my shift takes me to the morning rather than the afternoon. So needless to say, it is at 4 o'clock.
Next week.
All
right. So we are on...
That's right, Violet.
Libra.
Smash it.
Hi, Libra.
Hi, Libra. Happy hour to you.
Yeah, sometimes I forget to mention it till the end of the show, and I should mention it when more people are here. I could mention it again throughout the show. All right. Okay, Libra, let's see what your happy message is for today. Yay! It's the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, such a nice card of reciprocity. I like to say that word. I don't know why. I think reciprocity is very important and sometimes lacking in the world. Isn't it nice when everything just seems to even out, Libra? Like you get what you put out there, you get what you pay for, right? In the store, you don't want a shoddy product for the price you pay. So everything just seems to be balancing out right now. And why don't you bring your coffee? Oh, are you done?
It's empty.
Ooh.
There was no coffee.
Oh.
This is not my happy hour.
Uh-oh. Well, at any rate, Try to keep the flow of coffee going, it's important. Always keep in balance.
Sometimes you have to give a little to get a little. That's the expression
True.
that I'm familiar with. And of course, I know that mostly from the workplace. But, Pentacles in a way does cover material things like workplaces, perhaps. And so it's, if nothing else, a spirit of cooperation, if not a spirit of sharing too. The idea that, we can all benefit from trying to help each other and letting others try to help us. I mean, this could be on the other side too, is that sometimes people are very standoffish about accepting others' generosity or sense of cooperation or helping them. This is a good time to remember that sometimes, you should listen to other people and let them give you a hand if possible.
100%. It's perfectly, okay. Give and receive. Be willing to receive help. Be willing to receive support. Be willing to receive what you deserve. Don't shun it. Sometimes people feel, I don't deserve this good luck, or I don't deserve this happening to me. Don't be that person. Spirit says,
I don't want to break the show to go and make coffee. Usually, if I'm going to make coffee, I would have it done before, we started showing. So just bad planning on my part. I'll just have to deal with it. But the other thing is that we probably are drinking too much coffee. I think she thinks she is. So.
Well, I don't know if it's timing. It depends when I drink the coffee. If I drink it too late in the afternoon or in the evening, or I have a lot of coffee and then I drink tea later, I think it's affecting my sleep, especially at this time of year where it's dark and gloomy outside almost constantly. I can't sleep.
Well, I don't do it often. I usually don't drink coffee generally after 2 or maybe 3. Sometimes I drink it when we go out for dinner later. But generally I don't.
Into that too.
But technically, I could drink coffee like at 8, 9 o'clock, go to sleep, 10 or 11. Nothing stops me from sleeping, apparently.
Is it my shuffle? It is.
No, it's mine.
Oh, I thought so.
And we are on Kara. Hey, Kara.
Hey, Kara.
I would love to make more coffee.
Well, I'm not ruling out we
that.
can't have some today. I have a plan to try to get myself to sleep tonight, a little bit of a plan, so hopefully it'll work.
Does it involve falling downstairs and hitting your head? I don't approve of that.
No.
I did that once, and my knee is still bothering me from that.
We had a pretty intense workout yesterday, too, didn't we, Mr.
We did.
Cole?
It should have put you to sleep.
Well, maybe sometimes it does the opposite. And it was later in the day, too, which I always say you should work out in the morning, because sometimes when you work out later in the day, it affects you. It makes you more hyper or whatever.
Yeah, that thing.
So, I don't know. There could be any number of reasons, but it's mostly my seasonal thing is kicking in, I think. All right.
Kara.
Yay! Look
Kara,
at you.
Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are spinning to your benefit.
Did you get that in a reading lately? Something
I thought
rings
she
a
did,
bell.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's really a cool card because the thing is that these could be things that you've been expecting. You're like hopeful that something's going to happen. Maybe it's something you're waiting to participate in, or maybe it's an event you're waiting for of some other sort. But it could also cover those kind of unexpected cycles of good luck or fortune, or something just sort of falling your way at that right time. It's a synchronicity, it's timing. What else?
It's luck. It's fate. It's being in the right place at the right time, for something good to happen. Some positive turn is coming your way. Maybe, now that Mercury is direct, you in particular are going to be experiencing an upturn, in things going on in your life. It's a positive cycle. So capitalize on it. I think Spirit is showing you this maybe more than once to say that, you need to capitalize on this and make your moves while luck is with you.
Well, I wouldn't, say go out and gamble at the casino, but maybe
Why not?
some games of chance, or
Okay.
some games of
Okay.
chance that you know where your limitations or levels are. You're just probably favored by luck, so it wouldn't hurt to do a little bit of lucky investing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Powerball was already sadly won by someone in Michigan, not me, not me. Though I did try. I mean, it's sad.
Alrighty.
But it's good, happy for somebody in Grand Blanc, Michigan. All right.
You're welcome.
And well, I do use these no gymnastics with gambling, from gymnastics to gambling. Well, I do use one stair, the bottom stair, to do step up and step down. And I use the bottom stair to do, what are they called? Ankle curls or whatever they're called. You know, where you do what do you call those?
I don't remember.
Well, you do them all the time too, with where you bend your feet.
Ankle
Just
curls?
your feet. Think about it. Feet.
Okay, the one with the weight on it?
No.
No, it's like
It's like
I think they call them calf stretches.
calf. Yes, calf raises. I think calf raises. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of the words.
That really rankled me.
So all I could think of
I'm
was
sorry.
ankle.
I might have to take a break and make more coffee because
Toe lifts.
I'm falling apart right in front of your eyes.
Oh, I thank you. It is a chakra stone from Fire Spell on Twitter. Well, you can find her website, is it spellfire.com?
Yes, we're actually using a few things. Isn't this from Spellfire or no?
That one is maybe.
Maybe. It's a maybe. Okay. We do have
Yeah, we might have gotten that from them.
other cloths we use for laying the
Right
cards
here.
out and stuff like that, like this one right here.
Yeah.
Yes, right here. So, and we think they're really quality, items. So, check them out, as they say.
And somebody bought me a
I
gift.
think it
Mama
is.
T, Mama
Upstate New
Teresa,
York.
bought me this gift from Spellfire. So this is nice. Our Namaste cat.
They're in upstate New York, right? Or somewhere
I
in New
think
York?
so, yeah. I don't know if they have an actual shop or they're just total mail
Right,
order.
you're UK, yeah.
Seems to be total mail order, but they're really fast and efficient.
But it would be expensive to send it over to the UK.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know if they do shipping there anymore
Sherry,
either.
right?
Yep. Because the expense. Well, Sherry, that's interesting. You have the Three of Pentacles.
Three of Pentacles.
This is a great card for collaborative ventures or any type of collaboration, getting together with friends even, making plans together, like for a celebration or for a party or some, big get together, maybe a surprise party for friends. It doesn't have to all be, heavy duty work. But it can involve projects and goals or, maybe in the workplace, just everybody working in harmony and you possibly being looked at as someone who could take the lead on this.
Sometimes when I look at this card, I think like, oh, it's a metaphor for a stoplight, and it's like saying, like either caution or go or hold on, But then sometimes I look at it and I think like it's sort of like maybe chakra energies or other kinds of energies.
I was talking about that.
That I know, I'm just riffing.
Yep.
So it's a sense of balance in a way too. And of course you get that if it's in teamwork, and teamwork doesn't have to be lots of people or doesn't have to be any people. Sometimes we just are teaming up with parts of ourselves, like if you're like me, which is mostly a procrastinator, you have to talk, your legs into pushing ahead, walking or something like that, or lifting weights, whatever it is. Yes, I know, I'm straining this metaphor.
Work gymnastics. But really, it's
you got to
also
bring everybody on board.
It's also a sign of getting potential recognition for something you've
That's true.
done, something you have already taken the lead on. So it's all positive, it's all good. It's kind of like you being, in charge in a way of something in your life and managing it well. And if you bring others into this, all the better. It just seems like whatever's going on is, could be benefited by the input or the efforts of others as well. So good luck with that.
It's Spellfire. And hi,
Yep.
Sonali.
Hey, Sonali.
Hello, Sonny. You're back.
Okay, well, that's a brain fog. Instead of writing
welcome,
Sonali's name on the list, I put Spellfire. Because you said Spellfire, and I'm like, Spellfire.
Weird.
It's your shuffle, Mr. O.
I see. Alrighty. And Shreya is up. Hi, Shreya. Good morning. I remember you came a week or so back, and I think you've been here before.
Yep.
So welcome to Happy Hour.
We bought for a couple of friends of ours a little Krampus statue from Spellfire, which was really cute. They loved it.
It was adorable.
Mr. Purr here is purring away.
And Shreya, you get the Page of
Another
Pentacles.
pentacle. We're getting a
And it's
lot
the
of
page.
pentacles today.
And pages are often, initiating actions or energies. They're moving towards something, or even if they're not incredibly active, there's a mental process going on perhaps. And when I look at the Page of Pentacles, the posture that they're standing reminds me a little bit of the posture of the Hanged Man. The idea of making kind of like a triangle there. So there's a sense of triunary energies or focus or alignment. You are aligning with these principles that maybe are about focusing on, material goods, focusing on knowledge, focusing on what helps build things.
Focusing on growth, focusing on, maybe following a path right now, or getting involved in something that really stimulates your interest. Probably on the more mental level, even where something that maybe you can study, or something that you read, maybe some interesting books. This is a time to engage yourself, in something that will stimulate your brain, and also perhaps give you ideas of things you could do in the future. Sometimes when I see this card, for some reason, because he is kind of an apprentice, I often think of how to, maybe reading a how to do this book, how to do that book. If you're learning, for example, something like, I don't know, coding, or maybe some new recipes, some new techniques in the kitchen, maybe some knitting, or some crafting techniques as well. This is a card of learning in a way, and growth from that. So, what you stimulate in your mind, you can bring to fruition, on planet Mother Earth. And so the other aspect about this card, Spirit is saying, hey, if you've been a little bit out of sorts lately, or if things have been a bit chaotic, time to ground and center a little bit too. Take a break, give yourself some downtime, and, reconnect maybe with earth energy.
I like what you said there. I think the idea of seeking and finding knowledge is pretty appropriate. You can get that a little bit with other pages or other cards, in swords in particular, But with this, I think it's also, too, maybe about the sense of, security that such findings bring to you, too. The idea that maybe there's an absorption quality. It's not so much seeking or finding knowledge, but it's absorbing it in a way, too. Making it a part of yourself.
Right, and pages being the youngest of the court cards, they absorb stuff. They're learning, they're growing like children. So That's the idea here is, take knowledge and run with it, and then you will grow from it and be able to put it forth and do something with it.
All right.
So good luck with that.
Take care.
And we are on Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. Yes. No pressure.
He suddenly got alert like he heard something.
Oh, he hears a sister off over by the...
We were supposed to get some light snow this morning, but it has yet to materialize. Maybe we'll get lucky today. I think there's going to be some snow tomorrow morning. And
I get lazy on the weekend, so it's like, can't I put that off another day and just sit around, read my books, whatever.
You read all the time. You don't need the weekend for that.
Yes, I do.
Well, Jackie, you've got the Eight of Cups. You're going on a journey.
Oh, look at that. That's nice.
If it's not a physical journey or a trip or an adventure, clearly it's a metaphorical and it's a spiritual one, This might also just be a different type of journey where you're leaving something behind and you're moving on. You're moving on to the next. You're moving on to something that will take you places, something that will take you higher. Spirit encourages you, as always, to grow in life, to move forward, to not necessarily abandon your past, but, to take the lessons and move on to something that will enrich your life more.
Well, Jackie, this is happy hour, so I can tell you that even if this isn't about immense happiness, something draws you, metaphorically or otherwise, to a brightness on the horizon, something that you can see or feel or envision ahead of you. And it'll make you feel better, it'll make you feel happier. So you want to move towards that. Spirit is saying that maybe if you sink down into your feelings a little bit, you'll realize, that there's always something better for you if you can keep putting one foot in front of the other, kind of like the picture there. And, that idea of sinking down, I'm looking there and it's like you're coming out of the water of your subconscious or your deeper levels, realizing there's always some strengths or some knowledges and truths that you're going to take with you, even if you can't, physically, cognate them in a way. There's just things you understand that are your strengths, are your inspiration as you walk towards something better for yourself.
Well, working with the tarot as long as we have, I have a lot of favorite cards in the tarot. It's really hard for me to pick a favorite sometimes, but the Eight of Cups is right up there. I think it's it's a happy card because you are always aiming higher and you're seeking out something that will really fulfill you. This isn't moving forward for, greed or I got to have more, something like that. This is something that just will make you feel good inside. And that's what I like about this.
Because it's cups, so it addresses the idea of our emotional structures. What are those things maybe from childhood that we still have to resolve? I'm a firm believer in what I call the sacred wound theory. And that is that almost all of us have some kind of sacred, traumatic, emotional feeling from an earlier time in our development, childhood, or maybe a little later, who knows. And if we don't ever completely come to terms with it, then it still remains that ache that never quite heals. And I and everyone have that. I'm as guilty of it. I know there are things that, I have trouble letting go. But we still make progress when we can work on it at all.
Well, you're very welcome, Jackie, and good luck with the counseling.
Absolutely.
I felt the need for that myself lately too. I'm thinking of pursuing that actually. So I have a little bit of anxiety and some things that block me. So I've definitely been thinking about this, and of course, my health condition it can kind of leave me with some depression as well. So, at any rate, I wish you much luck with that. And also, Violet, you looking ahead already? Good grief. I haven't even figured out what I'm going to get you for your birthday, but she was very smart with the gift she got me because it is hard to find things for me sometimes because I buy a lot of decks, but I'm taking a little bit of a sabbatical. I can't say it's perfect because we know I've broken
Angel
it.
Rivera. Paging Angel Rivera.
Who knows I lie. But I have some decks that are coming in this month that were pre-ordered. And I just feel like I'm going to take a break on purchasing for a while now. So maybe it'll be easier to find me stuff.
Well, the other thing about us, too, is that we both collect, her at a more significant level than me, but so it gets hard because we don't always like to necessarily repeat what either of us have, mostly because of the show, because we tend to put our hands on each other's cards anyways through the show. But sometimes you gotta have a deck for yourself, There's a deck or two I envy that this one has, some really awesome decks. We don't use them all the time or very often even, but they're like, wow, that's a cool deck.
Well, I used to buy multiple decks at once, but I just saw one deck last month I had to have, and then they popped another deck at me that I thought I had to have, but it was like, that's it. I don't see anything else out there. I'm just waiting for the decks that were pre-ordered because I'm real excited about those. Should be good additions. They're from one artist in particular, but it's like 3 or 4 decks came out at once, and one is Raven themed, one is Ghost themed. So there's some fun stuff there. I really like it. It's going to be great. And one's Lenormand. So.
And I have no idea who we should be reading for now, but
it is Shirley. Hi,
hey, Shirley. Sorry.
No, we're nearing the end of our list.
I know. Stretching it.
Is it my pull? No, I pulled that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, so it's my turn.
And I don't even have the card and I'm shuffling. So take it, Mr. O. I want to grab something since we don't have as many people today. I want to show something if I can find it.
Well, that's kind of okay because, I have to get out to a drugstore because I'm trying to get a prescription for one of our feline animals. No, it's not that one there. It's not like crucial. It's just something really to kind of calm their anxiety because I'm going to be taking them into a vet, and it's usually a war zone. Somebody gets hurt. I've been bitten.
You're shuffling without that card too.
I'm shuffling without a full deck. That's so mean.
That's so funny.
Thank you for telling me that.
Hey, no problem. I did tell you when I got up, but All right.
Yeah,
well,
it's for Shadow.
I got to see if I can get it out of here. It barely fit in here, so I think I'm going to use this for something else. Our son got us these really cool wraps. I want to call it just a wrap for tarot decks or card decks. And he got a pack of 6 of these, or 5 of these. So Mr. O got 3, and I got 2.
A wrap? Can I put Tazati sauce on that?
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. All right, but it's got to all come apart. It's kind of cool, though. I really like them, and it fits most decks, but this was kind of tight. So I may use it for something else.
All right, well, I have Shirley's card here, so I'm going to pull that. And Shirley, oh my goodness, you get the moon. The moon. The moon is telling you this may be a time for you to search beneath for some answers or to find certain truths or problems to be solved may come to you subconsciously in certain ways. If you do your own cards, or if you go to other card readers, they might be able to supply answers. Or meditation could too. Sometimes just opening a book that you know has nice phrases in it that you like, or poetry, and just randomly finding a verse to read or a page to read could resolve the situation too. This isn't saying necessarily is a problem to be solved, but this is saying maybe you might want to go in a little bit for something extra that maybe is trying to become more aware in your consciousness.
It's possible somebody, on the other side is trying to reach out to you, spirit guides even. There's the moon is all about intuition in the tarot. It's all about also seeking information. If you feel right now, that you need to find out more about something, or you're not being told all the facts, or maybe somebody is telling you something but you feel there's something underlying that you need to know. The moon is about that. The moon is about a little bit of uncertainty, but one thing that is certain and is the most important message in Happy Hour is that right now you can trust your gut. You can trust your gut to guide you through the uncertainty. So listen to what your gut is telling you about something. It could be very helpful for you at this time.
Excellent. And of course, that also means too that, when you see something that just seems to have a sense to you, a symbolic value to you, that is probably your gut saying yes. So pay attention to those things. I bet you probably already do. And I'm going to pick the card up so I don't forget.
Well, I'm going to shuffle for Sonali, and
Right.
then before we do Violet's reading, I'll show off this stuff. Because we have time.
Yes, we do,
Well,
for
we
show
can
and
end.
tell.
I know we can end early, so you can go take care of
Yeah,
that.
I should run off to the drugstore. They were supposed to call me yesterday and they didn't. And
I'm just
I know
going
how
to
that
say
goes.
this. We're trying to be very patient with our pharmacists right now, because we know that, corporate America
Lots
is,
of pressure.
the corporations have not been staffing places as they should so they could reap more profits, and it's unfortunate. The pharmacies are really under the gun. People are under a lot of pressure. They've been added more work by giving out vaccines all the time now, and it's tough. And so, but we are feeling it. I mean, we definitely, there's time lags. They don't get back to you. They're not following up on stuff. And it's worrisome, because they have an important job, as well as doctors in our healthcare, in the care of our health. So kind of disappointed, but I don't blame the pharmacy. I blame the corporation that runs it.
I felt the person that was working with me was very helpful, wasn't, abrupt or anything, and sincerely told me that they were going to text me back. It could also be that maybe they had to call back to my veterinarian. It was a specific about, the medication, I guess. So maybe that's where they got tied up. So I need to push this along. Worst case scenario is I won't keep Shadow's appointment. I'll just reschedule it when I know for sure, I can give her the calming agent that she will need. All right.
Sonali, you've got the Page of Wands, another page. And this one just shows the enthusiasm that, comes with the pages. The pages, regardless of which one, which element they're under, they're always so enthusiastic for what's going on in their life right now. So this is a card of enthusiasm. This is a card of growth. This is a card of possibly receiving some good news. So if you haven't received it yet, some good news may be coming your way, whether it's relating to a job, perhaps somebody asking you out if you were hoping for a date with someone, whatever the case may be. If you were looking for a loan or some financial help, it looks like good news is heading your way.
I like what Violet says there in the chat about pages in the new year. That's very
Oh yeah,
good sentiment. Thanks
that's a
for
good
sharing
point
that.
too.
The Page of Wands is almost always about messages coming to us, and they're usually good messages because they talk about things that we are sincerely interested in or realize will be potentially good for us in certain ways. And this page seems to bring an energy that maybe opens up portals, or more commonly doors in a way.
Doors.
You're welcome too. So I think this is saying, Spirit says, it's a new year. It is time maybe to open a few doors or to enter into a few new experiences. Maybe if you've been waiting to try things that broaden your mind education-wise or advance you in certain ways, adult education if it's offered at various places where you live. These are all, things that are favored right now.
New year, new projects, new goals, new adventures, new romance. This is a time to initiate, and I think getting this card,
You're welcome.
is an obvious sign of that. So good luck with that, Sonali. Nice card for happy hour.
Already.
And you're welcome, Sonali. You're welcome, Shirley. All right. You'll be shuffling for Violet anyway, right? So I guess, though, before you do, you could pull that up. I just found this unique deck called Yes, No, When, and How. Well, it's interesting. I always feel decks like this are lacking something, and sometimes it's the range of timing. So it's when and how. Everything in this deck seems to be timed from days to a year, I think. It might go a little over a year, but nothing beyond, it seems like. But it also adds how information, and so I'm going to show that because basically there's two decks in one here. It's a 100-card deck with 50 cards as the timing and 50 cards as the how, or the yes, no. 50 cards is the timing and, well, whatever. So at any rate, yes, no, when, and how. So you can see here that's a yes, and it gives you information on the yes. I also have a no here, which is really wild because even the no's, they give you positive words of encouragement. So in a way, this deck is kind of fun for happy hour even. But here's the when and how. With the when and how, they have two sections. One, if your answer was a yes, and the other one is if your answer was a no. So I like the way it's constructed. It's really unique. But I do think it's lacking a little bit, like most of these decks are, in usefulness. But it still has a lot going for it. It's a clever spin. And of course, as a collector, I like to get tools that are unique like that.
Nice.
So just thought I'd show that off. So I probably won't do an unboxing on this one. It's just words on here, so, All right, you can shuffle for Violet. So it's such a thick deck, it almost did not fit in my wrap. I did get it to work, but it's tight. Sonny. Oh, silly boy. What you got? Oh, Violet.
Violet, you're
Lotus.
nobody's fool.
But the fool
but
is
you are,
here.
but you are spiritually able to tap into an energy that says you can relax yourself and put yourself in those arms of spirit teachers or spirit guides of some sort, and that feel that the best is always yet to come, and that where you allow yourself to to fall into something, it's going to be, very strong energies. I'm looking at that mandala below there saying, like, this is a sense of you falling into an alignment or a sense of purpose where things will begin to make more and more sense, or you will find more and more ways to apply your energies and your truths outward too. It's like a big ripple of energy or something.
We fire signs, we do love that full energy, don't we? It's a hallmark of adventure, starting something new. Don't we always love to start something new? New decks, new things. And so this is a little bit different in that it's not just planning it out, it's just doing something spontaneous, spur of the moment, taking a risk, taking a chance that, Spirit will have your back. And indeed, Spirit says, we have your back. We have your back right now. So go ahead, try something. You don't need our, validation in order to do it. Which I think is interesting, considering some of the questions you've had lately. Spirit is just saying, hey, just go for something. Just go for it right now. If you got something on your mind you want to accomplish and go for, don't let us stop you. So that's what we have for you, Violet Lotus. That's awesome.
I don't know if anybody's getting it, but I'm seeing a little bit of buffering on our end here.
Oh, well, it's time to do our cards anyway as we're winding down here.
All right.
So why don't you shuffle for me?
I will.
I got this back wrapped up. These are really kind of nice. I like it. They're just so pretty, too. I could tell him he could get us a ton more of these. He could certainly use them. But of course, if they're all in bags like this, if I have all of my tuck boxes in bags like this, I'll forget what's in which one. I'll have to open them all to find what I need. Maybe I need labels. Oh no.
So do I pick the card or do you pick it?
You pick it for me.
Alrighty. Oh, look at that.
What you got? Oh. It's the Nine of Pentacles.
It's the Nine of Pentacles. And so for you, Banshee, this says you have a well-stocked house. A well-stocked house of tarot cards and oracles is for sure. But I think this is saying Spirit says you have everything you need on one level or the other, whether it's, tarot decks or spiritual tools too. You are able to sort of take a better view of the world around you because you have a sense of dominion of it. The idea of holding your hand out to the peregrine falcon, whatever that is there, says you use your tools to make effects on the world, to push yourself outward into the world. And so you do this from your own protected sense of self too, so that nobody really can hurt you. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Divination, dominion.
Dominion. Oh, I thought it was domination.
Domination is good too.
Yes. We have violators and dominators.
That's Aries for you. All right, well, let me pull one for you, Mr. O. I think I like that card because it just means, having a sense of satisfaction and all is right in my world. I'm not sure I totally feel that way at the moment, but you know what? That's something I can take to heart. Absolutely. I love that card. Another nice card in the tarot.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm suddenly buffering more than I normally ever do, so...
I looked at it a little while ago and it seemed like it was stable, but...
No, it's actually kind of a significant buffering, in my opinion.
Yeah, Violet says so too.
Bye, Sherry. You take care too.
Take care, Sherry. All right, Mr. O. Let's see what I have for you. If we're buffering, it must be a sign.
Indeed.
Oh, it's a repeat card. Are you going away?
In search of coffee.
In search of coffee. There it is.
It's right behind you. It was right there all along.
And it's a full cup too. It's hot.
Oh.
Well, at any rate, Mr. O, you're always searching for something. You're always seeking something. And, that's not a bad thing. That is absolutely not a bad thing in life because we're here to experience things. We're here to experience a multitude of things. And it's always, when you achieve one level, it's great to step up to the next, right? Like those steps we did at the gym yesterday.
Yes, he leveled us up.
He did. He even said, I don't know if you noticed, but I put another, level in the step there that you had to go up and down on. And I just looked at him and said, oh, I noticed.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're trying to hurt us.
So I really noticed. But that's the point. We're here to grow. We're here to get better. We're here to improve. We're here to and to enjoy and experience what life has to offer. Go for that light, Mr. O. Run for it.
Well, I will get to the pharmacy soon, but I haven't had a single bite, and my stomach is growling uncontrollably. I don't know if I can...
We shall eat something first.
Have the time to chomp on a little bit of cottage cheese, I think, is what I'll do.
There you go. Well, that's what we have here. So, let's get a namaste blessing for everybody.
I like my cottage cheese.
Which I will have you shuffle and I'll pick this time. Yeah, you can just grab a bite quick. I could whip something up. Maybe.
Well, I want to get there sooner than later, so that means just...
Something fast.
Mouth.
Yeah.
Spoon.
Well, if you're going to do that, then yeah, maybe I'll just have a yogurt.
But we have something we have to finish up.
I got up at 8 this morning, but I was like really slow. Everything was slow.
Yeah, I like peaches or grapes or fruit with my cottage cheese on occasion.
I have a card underneath I want. Hold on. I've got it. Ooh, pretty card. Looks almost like a Jesus-like figure. You can show it up. It's the blessing of meditation.
It's Euro Jesus. Lighter hair.
Euro. Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, the blessing of meditation. Your window of perception is cleansed, and for a moment you see life as it truly is, infinite and eternal. Meditation will help you rise above any situation and event and see things clearly. What usually seems chaotic and disorderly can seem the opposite. Know there is divine order in your life. And we talked about going to see counseling and things like that in the show. There's nothing like meditation as well to calm the mind, and breath work. Breath work is really important. And it's a good way to release things too, to breathe in positive energy and exhale, the stuff you don't need anymore. So consider that, as part of your healing modality. Meditate more. Take time to breathe. Open your lungs, and let fresh air into your body. Cleanse out your body. And do you have anything to add to that?
Breathe, my pasty friend. Breathe.
That's what we have for you. Namaste, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of the day and a happy week ahead. And we'll see you a little later next week. Don't forget, we'll be on at 4:30 p.m. 4 o'clock, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hope to see you at the next happy hour and at some of our other live shows. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.